Привет! Добро пожаловать на канал. Это прохождение волка среди нас. Да, я немного болею. Надеюсь, это тебе не сильно мешает. А в конце видео тебя ждет немного кринжа. Так что не забудь поставить лайк и подписаться, если оно тебе понравилось. Ну или даже если не понравилось.
Пыпы. Так, в бонусах у нас только достижения, да, там остались? Про всякие различные достижения, которые на самом деле-то неинтересны. Могу ли я получить новое полотенце? Ага. Ученик библиотекаря, это что нам надо было? Они такие скучненькие, быстренько так чек-чек-чек. Чек, чек-пак, чек-чек, чека-чека-чека. И все. Все бонусы посмотрели. Так, у нас последняя глава, главенюшка. Называется «Волк-одиночка». Вою на луну, потому что там тебя я не смогу. Ладно, это не то. Да, просто начинаем с 5-й эпизод. И что, мы сегодня по хардкору попробуем поиграть, да?
And the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Мы будем настоящего говнюка отыгрывать, да?
Not if I can avoid it.
Так, в 5-й главе решили с самого начала рассказать, что же мы пропустили. Видать, мы настолько старички, ничего не помню.
I just don't know what Bigby's doing. If he cares about it. If he even gives a shit.
У них такие забавные кульки растущие откуда-то вот отсюда. Это, наверное, не очень удобно.
We're destroying the tree. No!
Всякие топоры спамишь с ножами.
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
За что насилие? Давай цветочки.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the
Будем
farm, are
цветочками
you?
драться.
Look,
Соглы?
maybe a few will get sent up, but you're my friend, Colin. I wouldn't do that to you.
Так, кровавая Мэри, которая нас застрелила в прошлой главе. Ну как застрелила? Серебряную пулю нам в бок. Еще руку сломала.
shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait. When you get the crooked man, make sure you bring him back alive. He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Вот мы дошли до, значит, нашего скрюченного дядечки. И там собрались все жопы этой игры. Местные, так сказать, бандюганы, и все они у него под крылом. Как нас там не укокошат, я не знаю. Надеюсь, нас не укокошат. Мне нравится эта заставочка, она такая классная. Вот бы еще волк среди нас 2 вышел поскорее, было бы вообще круто. Так, эпизод 5. Волк-одиночка.
You've come a long way. You must be tired.
Логово скрученного дядечки. Ночь.
And if my envoys are correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently. Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you? Do you want a drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio.
Мы не друзья,
It's
начнем с этого.
lobster, sirloin. Don't misunderstand the situation here. We are not friends, and you're in no position to offer me anything.
On the contrary, Sheriff. And I don't wish to contradict you here. but your initiative and mine have been friendly for a long while
Не знаю, какие интересы у
ever
нас
since I
совпадают с
came
этим
aboard these
дядечком.
shores. You know, Fabletown's been very accommodating of my humble ventures.
Just what are you talking about?
I've just been left in relative peace, I think puts it best. Allowed to live my own way.
Ушел на покой, но при этом из подпольно, короче, всем
What do you think you're
управляет.
doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey.
Почему он стал самым главным?
Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
Ты пытался убить меня?
Forget what happened at the pudding and pie. You and your goons tried to kill me.
I'm truly sorry for that whole debacle. It was not my intention to put you or Miss White in any sort of danger. My wish was merely to take Crane, Sheriff. And as soon as the assignment grew out of control, I put a stop to it. I know that that doesn't change what happened to you, and I can only offer my sincerest apologies.
Crane wasn't yours to take.
I apologize if I overstep my bounds. Won't happen again. And I hope you believe me when I say, Sheriff, that I sincerely
как-то
mean to make it up to you.
странно
The
с ним
recent murders
разговаривает.
that have gotten such attention as
Ну
of
ладно.
late. I don't relish telling you that they were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate
Пытается
bit of
выставить то,
business,
что во
but
всем
I promise
виноваты
you
мы.
that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you and to assure you that it's over with. You really don't need to worry yourself further.
I already know who did it.
Forgive me, Sheriff, for doubting your acumen, but who do you think committed these crimes?
Ну,
It's been a long couple of days for you. Perhaps you've become somewhat
Кровавая
unscrupulous.
Мэри?
It was Mary.
No, Sheriff. I'm afraid you're mistaken.
А, так это
I
не
have
Мэри.
complete respect for you and your job, I really do, but I'm sorry. I simply can't divulge the transgressor. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right. What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get out?
I'm already pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
You think I'm scared of you? You're nothing more than
That's
a...
enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Так это все-таки он был? Я думала, не он. Я думала, это больше...
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down now.
То есть он просто развязывал, по сути, им ленточки на их шеях?
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept
Okay,
your nose
ладно,
where it fucking
зачем?
belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So,
Еще,
let's
короче,
work
дед
something out.
отмазывает
What's
себя,
there to
а
work
Джорджи
out?
такой, не
I'm protected,
понял.
aren't I?
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. That you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this!
And then
you told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him!
me for it. You will be silent while we discuss what to do with you.
This is right bollocks, this! You're just gonna let him do this?
И все таки, ну да, чё бы и нет-то. Ты
So
лох.
what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have
Тебя
Georgie.
использовали, Джордж.
Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued
Давай
cooperation.
What the
поговорим.
hell?
All right, let's talk.
You can't just hand me over! What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us!
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you people? You're really gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here.
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere. I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
А я,
Yeah, what
пожалуй,
the
не
fuck?
уйду, я
I'm not
посмотрю.
going anywhere.
This could have gone so well. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
Ой. Ну ё-моё, призвали жопу из зеркала.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Ё-моё, сейчас со всеми драться.
Take this!
Это что, портал местный?
You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
Ну да, ну
I'd
да.
like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides
Я вроде
turned out.
успела. О, труля-ля и траля-ля сейчас получит. Опять кушку, да ё-моё. Ну ладно, окей. И Джорджи получил в живот. Да ё-моё. Чё вы ко мне пристали-то, а?
This way.
Не-не-не, ты чё? Хотя ладно, давай. Выруби его просто и все. Мы же его не убиваем, все нормально. Сейчас тролля-ля или траля-ля. Кто он там? Будет нас стрелять, да? Нет? Нет, будет. А мы ушли в портал.
Oh, shit.
I know.
Он такой, ух, текать надо. Нифига мы силач наш. Плохо превратились. Это еще полоска. На выше. На кружечку. Сейчас главное нигде не заложать. На В? Наверх. И еще наверх. Направо или налево? Куда нам? Слава богу, он сам решил. Если бы меня заставляли решать, я бы, наверное, выбрала неправильный путь. В итоге мы бы всех потеряли. Сутку-то стало много. Привет, привет, дизайнер. А если я не нажму, он... Вот это? Да, вот это.
Fuck! What was that?
Действительно, что же такое? Классная игра, кстати, выпуск 70 годов проходил. Молодец. А мы вот сейчас только проходим. Так, ну давай окно. Ну и... А что мы ей сделаем? А мы можем в теории или так задеть? А в смысле? Как ты должна была успеть-то, а? Ну ладно, окей, мы в принципе догоним. Там у нас еще таймер какой-то есть. Он странно побежал.
Gun it!
Are you sure?
Do it!
Ну, короче, дави его, блин.
Keep going!
Давай сюда.
Come on.
А он еще и ходит со спортом животом. Я какой сильный. А тут и шмотки как раз на его попу нашлись. Я-то думаю, что у него всегда рубашки чистые, он просто каждый раз новые надевает. Да, это ты сделал. Ну, я думала, мало ли там что-то еще есть, конечно, но там вроде ничего такого нет. Вон постер с мужиком в трусах.
Come on, we can't stay here.
Hang on, I need a minute.
Okay. Can you stand up? It's okay. Take your time. Slowly.
It's no fucking use. No way I'm walking out of here.
How did this happen, Georgie? How did it get this?
Наверное, стоило послушать их до конца. Может быть, там что-то они скажут все же.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses.
Ты напал на меня с ножом.
But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that. Or maybe you just like me too much to let me go. That it, Sheriff? Had to say goodbyes first.
I'm taking you in, Georgie. Let's go.
Чел, ты мог не нападать на меня с ножом. Надо быть понесу.
Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere.
Ну, ты можешь никуда не идти, мне нужен
It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean...
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Look,
Sometimes you just have to do what you're told.
You didn't have to do anything.
Like hell I didn't. Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the crooked man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The crooked man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out.
You're still the one who pulled the trigger. Nobody held your hand and made you go through with it.
Fine. Believe what you want. I can tell
Забираю
you've
тебя
made
в
up your mind.
полицию.
Doesn't matter if it's fucking true or not. Go ahead
По-хорошему
and arrest me
еще
then. But it
забираю.
won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing.
Чел, ты не просто козел отпущения, ты
must be so
виновен в
easy being
убийстве.
Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
You could have done anything else. You could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die, do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
I told you, you don't know the fuck about anything.
Wait, how is she involved in all this?
This is the original.
В смысле?
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
В смысле, я не
All
поняла.
that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all
то есть
free.
она
But you know what
накладывает
happens to her?
заклятие.
The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie?
Oh.
We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
Wait, those were your ribbons? You're in on this? I thought you cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand. Nobody was supposed to die.
Они просто должны были
This
молчать.
place. It was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee.
А как она должна была снимать эти ленточки с девочек, которые хотят уйти?
We were going to be in charge for once, and nobody would try to control us or use us. That was the point. And the crooked man showed up, and everything just turned to shit.
Так повязала бы на него ленточку, и потом дернула бы свою.
If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
We'll find another way. She doesn't have to die. Maybe the witches
Don't
can...
talk about me like I'm not even here. Please. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
I wasn't really...
Just shut up.
You don't get a choice if you're involved in this.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them, what I took away from them. I look at Nerissa and I hate myself.
Vivian.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian, no! Fuck! No, 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 no! Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian! Shit!
Я думаю, лучше помолчать сейчас.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just...
А можно голову обратно, ну, приложить и ленточкой замотать, не? Это так не сработает? А, то есть вы типа умрете вместе. И волк такой, блядь, сколько ж Снежки объяснять.
Get up.
Да у него там кишки торчат, какой вставай. Мы неплохо так ему живот разрезали для того, чтобы он...
I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, alright? For both of us.
He's gonna have it worse. Don't worry.
Джорджи это запомнит. Джорджи скоро умрет.
Old foundry by the river, alright? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now?
Не, ты так останешься.
Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right?
Да я ничего не буду делать, я помолчу.
Just get it over with. I'm not sticking around for much longer.
Я лежачих и раненых не бью.
No more games, alright? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did.
Чел, ты будешь страдать. За все то, что ты сделал.
What? You're just gonna leave me here?
Да.
I'll send someone for your body. Both of you.
Fuck you! Piece of shit.
Да, кто бы говорил, а вообще. Вот реально, кто бы говорил про кусок говна еще? Завалил нескольких девчонок просто так, потому что они хотели покинуть эту работу. И он такой: я это не специально, меня заставили, потому что тогда бы я умер, я не виноват. Типа... Чел, в смысле ты не виноват вообще? И это тоже. Это должно было быть место, в котором только мы можем устанавливать правила. Поешьте говна, ребят. Так, металлургия Шепарда. Поздно ночью. Следует лимузин. Что у нас тут? Только недавно приехали. Нам еще с кровавой Мэри так-то драться. Я вообще не представляю, что с ней сейчас делать. Она вообще отбитая. Вы ее видели? Ужас. Так, тут дверь. Может, у мусорки что есть? Нет? У мусорки ничего нет? Ну, вроде ничего. А, так она закрыта. Ну вот теперь мы и подумаем о том, что у вас за замки такие странные, что их просто нажатием ручки можно сломать. Ладно. Так, у нас есть, значит, посылки, которые отсылали дядюшки. И сама дверь. Ух ты, и офигеть, у них тут еще электричество есть. И свет включается по движению. Удобно.
Bigby Wolf.
Это Мэри.
The big bad wolf.
Вот кто-кто, а вот ее я точно вообще не хочу видеть.
You used to be something.
Еще тут, по-моему, за нами следили. Потому что есть фотографии Веры, которая была в первом эпизоде, когда она нас, по-моему, целовала. И разговор на улице после того, как мы ее спасли. Фотографии девочек втроем. Это мы со Снежкой не помню где. И когда мы... Ну вот это точно не наше, не знаю.
They used to fear you.
А вот и колесо, кстати.
They'd hide anywhere their small shivering bodies would fit.
Там, кстати, кровь есть. Что самое жесткое. Значит, они кого-то действительно там пытали. Можно мне камеру немножко покрутить? Она пульки здесь сделала серебряные для того, чтобы нас завалить.
Silver. The big bad wolf.
А откуда она вылезла? Интересно.
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you've made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you've finished, dear.
Don't worry. This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aw, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Wow.
Но я не
What a
удивлена.
man.
Не
Stealing
удивлена,
punches
что
while
она
my
просто
back is turned.
увернулась.
Didn't your mother ever teach you to fight proper?
Плохо я тебя... А, ну она опять убежала, короче, сейчас непонятно. Маленькая секундка. Кто-нибудь в детстве, интересно, призывал? Ну, пытался призвать кровавую Мэри? Но вроде как надо лестницу рисовать на зеркале, сидеть что-то там со свечкой, говорить всякие различные слова. И она должна прийти. Вот. И если она дойдет до конца лестницы, она вроде как сверху там дверь ты рисуешь, она ее открывает и должна спуститься, по-моему. Или наоборот подняться. Я уже не помню. помню, что если она дойдет до конца лестницы, то ты типа умрешь. Это была жесть. В детстве мне было стрёмно. Я почему-то верила в эту хрень. Так. Поехали, Бигби. Нам надо аккуратненько. Господи, у нас тут все из говна и палок сделано. Я же нажала. Ах ты маленькая забулдыга. Я нажала вроде как. Хотя, может быть, это есть аккуратно. Так. Ого. Ну ладно, мы в принципе просто защитились.
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Она реально выглядит страшненько. Живость. Слушай, волк, но мне кажется, у тебя шансов маловато. Пушка? Ну что, жать-то сейчас надо будет? Извините за громкие звуки нажатия клавиатуры. Ну тут просто там КТЕ какое-то, не знаю, отбитое. Настоящую, да, надо найти. Блин, что, кого-то первый, что ли? Не, ну такой себе момент. вышел, когда мы просто сдули их. А получается, Бигби полностью превратился в волка, то есть уже у него на нем даже штанов сейчас. А, ну да, он их снял каким-то образом. Нам не покажет голую жопу. Грустно, конечно. А это там как кино наблюдался.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds 6 rounds of specially
Давай не
designed
будем на него
bullets.
агрессировать.
Now, I may not be the best shot, but I can guarantee that at least one bolt will meet its mark, and you'll find yourself rolling on the floor in agony, unable to heal yourself. Without Swinehart to save you, you'll die. Is that reason enough for you? Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want. You plan to do what she says, don't you?
You sure about that?
Yes, I'm quite sure. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial.
Он придет, короче, к Снежке, Снежка ему это перо в
I will
ребро.
have a trial. Are we clear?
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
This is just a precaution. I'm sure you understand. I'm no murderer, Mr. Wolf. I didn't kill those women. And I think you know that. All I'm asking for is a chance to explain my side of the story.
If you're not a killer, then what are you?
I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
And I will, as long as you agree to my terms. Because I'm not saying another word until I'm brought before the community.
А у нас будет какой-то шанс его из-под тишка долбануть?
If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me,
видимо, будет, но мы не должны, да?
but you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Все нормально.
You're often reckless,
Странно.
and I worry you're not thinking of the... Let me ask you an honest question. What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth? Or do you just want to look like the hero?
This is about justice. I'm the sheriff. I have to do what's right. 2 people were murdered.
And you know who did it.
Ты за этим стоишь, дубина.
Georgie.
Джорджи все еще был твоей пешкой, который выполнял твои приказы.
He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle.
Ну ладно, ладно, мы сначала его отведем. Он же не убьет Снежку.
Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say?
Попробовать? Не попробовать?
Fine.
Ладно, давай первый раз мы не будем пушку отбирать, он сам
I'm
ее
sure Miss
бросит.
White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers.
В следующий раз мы будем
Your
его
punishment
бить.
will follow.
Ух, прям кулаки чешутся уже. Эту морду. Нашпиговать.
I know.
Так, ведьмин колодец, здание Вудлендс.
Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to...
А вот и дядюшка.
He's back.
The crooked man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
А ты зачем его потрогать-то захотела?
It's been hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble.
Как я выгляжу? Я пошутил.
Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know.
Uh-huh.
I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister.
How could
What do you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off?
Poor girls.
You think you have the right
And
to
what
just
about
do this
Faith?
to
What could
people?
they have
You're a
done
fucking
to her?
crook!
Какой же у них шум-то?
You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone, can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The crooked man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed
Бабки
your
на
sheriff,
базаре
it was
просто.
Mr. Georgie Porge who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie.
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed them, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yeah, Sheriff.
Осуждаю там
Where
где-то,
is
что
that
было
rotten scoundrel
написано.
now?
Или сказано.
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not.
Well, where is he?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead.
Все таки,
So you see, the
о,
culprit has
черт,
been
этот
punished.
уродец
There's no
That
мой.
doesn't change
Как
anything.
так?
We'll deal with it later, but right now you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
Господи,
Let her
заткнись,
finish. And you can
пожалуйста.
have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And kidnapping Crane at gunpoint.
He went willingly.
Yes, thank you. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
Что такое, я не виновен, да?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're
Come on,
involved.
it's obvious.
And
А
there's
я
all the other
помолчу, пускай
crap
они его
he's
говном
done.
польют.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government and, most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where
well.
it fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make
Она, знаете,
something
она
of
как
this
бы
town,
такая,
we have to
ты
start
можешь
doing things
попробовать
correctly.
себя
No more
защитить,
snap judgments,
но
no
мы
more
тебя
secrets.
обезглавим.
We are going to
И
treat
выкинем
everyone
в
fairly,
колодец.
even when they don't deserve it.
This
Он
is
так этого и ждет.
ridiculous.
Тупая игрушка, ну да. Я жду второй
You have the
части.
floor.
Надеюсь, она выйдет
Thank you,
скоро.
Miss White. You've all met
Вроде как
Georgie.
точной
I
даты
don't
нет.
have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel.
Она вообще выйдет? Ну, слушай, трейлер есть. И вроде какая-то заточка на то, что нам в 23-м году обещали выйти.
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Хрен знает.
Georgie was working for me, yes, but he was not acting on my
Если да, то
behalf when he
круто.
killed
Ну,
those women.
посмотри
It was
трейлер
his
в Ютубе, он
business,
довольно
and for whatever
прикольный.
reason, I'm sure
Мне
only he
понравился.
could
Вроде
understand.
обещали
He murdered two of his most faithful
приблизительно в
employees.
23-м году.
I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Нет.
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't
Нет,
I
не
more than
помог.
helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to
На меня напали, алло.
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them.
И лишишься
You
головы.
understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I think you're done talking.
What are you afraid of? Why not let an old man say his piece? Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah. That's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Как хорошо-то он это им лапшу на уши вешает, они такие...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living.
Но она пошла работать нелегально, как бы.
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
Давайте Снежку повесим.
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate
В
us
следующий
or
раз мы
these
Снежку
people. We're
не
not
будем
here to
защищать
talk about
we're
this.
not?
говнюком.
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad
Сейчас
it's being talked about.
You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
Я такая, фу-фу-фу, пожалуйста, не надо говорить, кто там хотел что со мной сделать.
I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
И она на самом деле хотела власть, короче,
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at protecting you from people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you,
Вадим,
exploiting your hope for a better life.
ливнул?
You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength. And if things didn't fall exactly his way, someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Такой, блин, чертов волк, надо было убить.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are
Короче, нам
completely
всем
unfounded.
пофигу, голову свою
The sheriff
опускай, и
simply
мы
doesn't have a
себе
particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession.
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Что насчет твоего прошлого?
What about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
Of course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie killed him.
Let me just make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes. Of course.
Я помолчу сейчас пока. Тут реплики все какие-то дебильные.
Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
If I'm to blame for Georgie's mistakes, shouldn't Miss White be held accountable for Bigby's actions as well?
Like what?
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You can't be serious.
That was different.
What?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened.
Снежка
Right
такая,
before you
это не
decided to
я,
kidnap
тогда
him.
был Крейн,
It was for
не
his own
надо.
protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own crimes.
This isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you. Everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean, a
reason we're
certain level
here.
of privilege should be afforded to...
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more?
Как же он хорошо их
Who was
просто
there while they idly played in
обманывает,
their towers?
господи. Они такие еще
Treating you as
доверчивые.
mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny. Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction?
Они пойдут работать
Who will
наконец-то, они
dare
будут
challenge
брать
their
долг.
brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Excuse me, dear.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath?
What's she doing here?
I'd like to...
Она, кстати,
I need to say something.
We're kind of in the
Это
middle of
последний.
something.
Bluebeard.
What?
Of course. Go right ahead.
Она может говорить, потому что мы сняли с
probably don't remember
нее
me.
заклятие.
I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be
Она
quiet.
хотела
We need to
освободить
establish
вас.
some order here.
Она
Vivian
сама,
wanted you freed from the ribbons. She took her own life.
она
I'm
сама
sorry,
умерла.
I don't think I know
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me. And now I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Nerissa, you heard him. You witnessed this?
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Ого, там еще 5 есть? Ни
Looks
хрена
like we
себе.
found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that. What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So
Ну
quick
тут я
to
с ним
latch onto
согласна,
whatever will
потому что
keep your
там
miserable
стоят
lives
сзади
afloat.
все просто
This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take two people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we can't let you go free after this.
Wait!
What?
What did you expect to happen here? You're getting what you deserve.
Well done then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
Это ж куда?
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has
more
a point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed?
So we get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of
We
here.
can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you
Давайте
aren't
проголосуем.
suggesting yourself.
Это будет
Should
более
have a vote.
честно.
Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really.
Ни
He should be
хрена
the
себе.
judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine.
И Бигби
Are you
такой,
sure?
бля, я так
This
не хотел
isn't
этим
how
It's what the
заниматься.
people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Ну это первое прохождение, мы вроде как не будем.
Do what you think is right.
Teach him a
Казните.
fucking lesson.
No.
He has to
Доброе, да.
We can
die.
lock him
Just
away.
fucking
Вначале
get
мы
rid of
его
him.
запрем тогда.
Not this way.
О, стой! Понятно. Хрен мы кого запрем. Ясно.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Да давай его запрем. Не ведьмин колодец, никак ты заходишь, засранец.
You said you had a way to keep him from hurting people.
Wait, you can't be
What he's
serious.
done, you just gonna put him in prison?
This isn't the way, Sheriff.
You're doing the right thing.
Yes, there's a way.
Да давайте ему это.
All right. Do it.
Он же сказание. Блин, нас чешется. Что-нибудь придумаем такое. Жесткое. Например, клетку это из пилы наденем на голову. Захочет сбежать, она взорвется. Откроется и все. Он не сбежит. Опа, это что? Его в сову, в птицу превратили.
Not what I was expecting. Morning, crooked man.
He's got a sharp tongue. I thought it would be better for everyone if he parted with it.
Thanks, Greenleaf.
Work is work, I guess.
А это кто? Что вот это за
Hey, Sheriff.
чувачок?
I know who you are, Flycatcher.
Мухолов.
You've worked at the Woodlands for
вообще?
how many years now?
I think I've lost count.
Кто
You
такой
gonna come see the
Мухолов?
truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a
Да.
few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
Это
This
что это
fucking
такое? Ой,
line.
боже. Это же тут прям все сказания собрались, у всех проблемы, все теперь безработные, да? И мы такие, бля.
Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
А мы что, еще и мэром стали, что ли? Принцесса сказки, Мухолов. Я вообще такое не читала. Можно поговорить?
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
И синяя борода пришел нас еще прессовать
You're
нас.
late.
Someone's
Опа.
gonna see you,
Пиво
Colin.
принес. Что он теперь с нами не разговаривает тоже за то, что мы скрюченного дядечку не лишили головы? Капец. Мы столько для этой свиньи сделали, надо было на ферму его отправить. Там бы они сделали из него бифштекс. У него что-то во рту, это пиво. Там банки пива несет. Короче, ребят, свинью в следующем быстром прохождении отправляем на ферму. Никакого сожаления к этим сказаниям. Они жопы все.
I'm going. Jesus.
Опять ты без чар ходишь, жаб?
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Текущий денег
Oh,
дал.
thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Вот этих жалко, особенно малого. Мы ему денег дали вообще-то, и много.
Shit. Just go grab that, would you? How are you holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance. But Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Wait, Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye.
Отец его та еще жопа.
If you could bring it to her, she was nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best.
Ой,
It's a
жучок.
willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
That's real nice.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Ну, ты не человек, ты лягушка, тебя не съедят.
I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. Your dad broke the rules, TJ. You're not allowed to stay in Fabletown without a glamour.
Okay.
Come on. It won't be so bad.
Не, ну, твой отец правда нарушил правила. Ему несколько раз Бигби предлагал денег даже. Решение проблемы. Его отец ничего не сделал. Он только жаловался постоянно.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Не переживай, пацан. Ты вырастешь и вернешься, и у тебя будут деньги, ты купишь себе шары и спокойно будешь жить.
Where's the fucking pig? I don't know. He must have run off. Bullshit.
Saying goodbye?
Опа. Она все еще с ленточкой. Сквозь нее машина проехала. Ну ладно, так и должно быть.
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am.
Я думаю, ей просто страшно снимать ее. Вдруг у нее голова отвалится.
It's just...
Let me help.
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Okay? Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, what did you do?
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
Вот реально, ну вот, да.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
So you think that makes it okay to lie?
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep. I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us. Not really.
That's not true.
It is. You've just never seen it before. But now you have. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days.
I don't really know where we stand anymore. Things are just...
Хоть испугаешь, так я уже пыталась. Она как раз испугалась, такая типа, я сама, я не могу.
Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You knew when to show mercy, and you brought justice to this town. Finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you. You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Такая музыка здесь напрягающая в конце.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Did Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
А пошли за ней.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
А чё? А всё? Да блин, а я думал там еще что-то. Так, ну еще конец вот такой странный. Что вы сделали с Джорджи? 31% игроков оставили Джорджа умирать, я в меньшинстве. Знаете, большинство, видимо, его добило. Вроде будет вторая часть, да, мы как раз об этом говорили, что вторая часть планируется вроде в 23-м году, когда точно неизвестно. 90% игроков при этом дали дядечке шанс, хотя Джорджа они запинали, видимо, ногами. Так, 47%, ого, выбрали, что мы его это просто превратим в птицу. Мы приняли... О, все любят Ти-Джея, почти 100%, это 2% игроков приняли, ну типа не приняли подарок от Ти-Джея для Снежки, это же жесть. Последние слова для Нарисы, это которые мы сказали, что типа... Господи, как это по-русски? Ну, вот это ее фраза, которую она постоянно повторяет. Ну, такое. У меня зачастую выборы, как у всех. Вот на хорошем, если вы хотите проходить хорошо, добро, ко всем хорошо относиться, то нужно выбирать как все, что типа, ну, мы никого бить не будем, мы никого не вскроем. О, есть какая-то особая статистика, чудовище, вы соврали, мы что не видели красавицу. А ты руку отрывала? Да никому ничего не отрывала. Красавица, значит, вы впечатлили ее своими навыками детектива. Ну, офигеть. Мяснику обещали защиту администрации. Колину дали выпить. Ударили Крейна, он это запомнил. Мы привели его к ведьмину колодцу и арестовали его. Ну и, конечно же, Вера умерла, Джорджа тоже оставили умирать, разгромили его клуб, брали деньги на... Да. У этих вроде все не так плохо, надо вот тут еще будет дерево, короче, сжечь потом. Шли его подождать, Тима мы не будем ждать. Ой, мы взяли ее с собой в бар, вы показали ей фотографии Крейна, жопа заступились за него, когда Снежка хотела отправить его на ферму и дали ему денег. Вот смотрите, мы 2 раза заступились за него. Что он сделал? Ничего просто. А дали мы ему много тогда денег, ему бы хватило на чары. Но он такой, блин, очень тяжелая жизнь с ребенком. Что я сделаю? Ничего. А потом, вы отправили меня на ферму. Господи, как это громко было сейчас. Я аж испугалась. Я не стала показывать это. И как бы... В следующий раз мы просто сразу отправим его на ферму, потому что он пипец как охренел, если честно. Он все время врал. Все время вел себя нагло. Знаете, что будет дальше? Это комиксы, типа, да? По которым приобретите комиксы сегодня. Вот. Я не читала ни один из этих комиксов. Видимо, может, надо будет когда-нибудь, а может быть, нет. Но при этом мы не открыли каких-то еще персонажей, судя по всему. Вот что-то ключевое мы не нашли, интересно даже. У нас тут есть немного информации, можно прочесть. История Вивиан. Девушка с ленточкой, я не знаю такое вообще сказание. Вивиан была первой носительницей проклятия фиолетовой ленточки. Если ленточку снять, это приведет к смерти, а любая попытка заговорить с ней тут же будет остановлена заклинанием, хотел сказать заклятием, наложенным на ленточку. Время шло, Вивиан пыталась жить нормальной жизнью, в конце концов она даже вышла замуж за одного хорошего парня, но его постоянно беспокоила ленточка у нее на шее. Несмотря на ее просьбу забыть о ней, ночью, пока она спала, он попытался снять. Как только он потянул за край, Вивиан проснулась и поняла, что хотел сделать ее муж. В панике она выдернула ленточку и не дала ей развязаться. Находясь в бешенстве, она пыталась сказать ему, что он чуть не натворил, но он не мог ее понять. Она осознала, что не может ему больше доверять, и ушла. Все оставшееся время в родных землях она прожила одна, предпочтя безопасную изоляцию и риску очередного предательства. Ну, когда ты не можешь говорить, ты можешь написать это. Вроде как ленточка-то на шее, а не на руках. Так, сладкий десерт. Место Вивиан и Джорджа. Вивиан и Джорджи встретились во время исхода из родных земель. Они помогали друг другу выжить в долгом путешествии в мир простаков. После того, как они добрались, они поняли, что приличной жизни будет нелегко добиться. С теми деньгами, что у них были, они открыли клуб «Сладкий десерт». Управлять стрип-клубом не самое подходящее занятие, но они решили, что лучше уж управлять им, чем в нем работать. Кстати, по-моему, сегодня еще выходит серия Человека-бензопилы, так что в 20:40 это в Дискорде будем смотреть. Поэтому до 20:40 я могу побыть, а потом ухожу. Серый волк. Истинная форма Бигби. Истинная форма Бигби — это огромный 2,5-метровый волк. В дополнение к своей обычной силе он унаследовал от своего отца Северного ветра и другие способности. Например, Бигби умеет невероятно долго задерживать дыхание, поэтому он практически не может утонуть. Понятно, хороший навык. Вот она капец страшненькая среди всех. Кровавая Мэри работает на скрюченного дядечку уже несколько веков. Он обещал ей полную свободу действий, пока она является его личным телохранителем и убийцей. Из-за могущества и влияния скрюченного дядечки Мэри никогда не волновалась, что администрация ее арестует. Она очень довольна своей работой и будет защищать его до самой смерти. В основном поэтому она и считает это веселым. Понятно. Правосудие. Традиционная процедура при поимке преступников в Фейблтауне. Это выслушать общество или заинтересованные стороны. Однако особые случаи часто ускоряют этот процесс. В реальности нет четких критериев для подобных ситуаций, и степень наказания зависит от того, кого судят в данный момент. На самом деле, похоже на балаган на рынке. Они просто такие: давайте повесим его, давайте не будем. Слушайте, он нам врет. Блин, но при этом он говорит, что мы не правы, как же быть, давайте вступимся за него. А нет, блин, давайте повесим его. И так, короче, вот так они сегодня решали, что же делать с скрюченным дядюшкой. Новый порядок. После того, как Крейн пропал, мэр Кол официально назначил Белоснежку начальником администрации и своим заместителем. Многие скажут, что так нужно было сделать уже давно, еще с тех пор, как она способствовала созданию Фейблтауна и лично участвовала в обеспечении безопасности многим сказаниям, а также она много лет неофициально исполняла обязанности заместителя мэра. Шериф Бигби. И там картина, где он волк превратился, и у него еще воткнули какую-то трубу. После того, как волк Бигби покинул родные земли, он много лет путешествовал по Европе. В основном мире быстро сформировалась колония для сказаний. Белоснежка и Пугало высадили волка и предложили ему присоединиться к Фейблтауну. Кстати, во второй части, в трейлере, я видела Пугало, который использовал бульбулятор. Ну вот без рофла сейчас. Он согласился, и Снежка порезала его ликантропным ножом, дав ему возможность превращаться в человека когда угодно. Бигби стал шерифом Фейблтауна при администрации короля Коула, но из-за его кровожадного прошлого многие сказания не доверяют ему, а также ему запрещено подходить к ферме. С того дня он пытается стать лучше в глазах других. Все, мы вроде всех прочитали. Вот. Еще и достижения получили. Достижения как-то там до хрена, если честно. Тут вот еще не открытые у нас есть. Это вот, видимо, то, что в первой главе, это во второй, это в третьей, это в четвертой, да? Это в пятой какое-то секретное еще есть. Последняя сигарета.
Надеюсь, тебе понравилась моя история.